The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39.
Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
Touchdown! Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Justin Houston in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like. To be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Second and 2.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Lions nothing.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Here's Goff. This one swung out to Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Goff now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Come on, 16. I'm coming, 16. You're mine. You're mine, baby. I'm in your hand. All day, baby.
I think a free play now for Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Ravens 14, Lions 7. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They go play action now. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Not that time for Watkins, and it's second down. Now Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
To throw is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Goff on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Deshaun Hand drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's St. Brown on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is gone.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Lions 21.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Goff now looking to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
Able to slither by. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On first down, Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
19-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 9, Goff. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's complete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Goff. And that's caught by Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, You tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
At the 4-yard line.
4 down. Check.
Goff throwing again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Rashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Lions 28. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Their clock management 101.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle